Namaste friends, welcome to my channel. You will recall that in the last video that I made on the role of communication was very well accepted by all of you. Thank you so much. Some of my subscribers, they also suggested that I should elaborate this topic, and very truly, because communication is such a vast subject and such finer aspects of communication are hidden, we don't appreciate, therefore there is no question of understanding it. So today I thought that let me start one by one dealing with the various dimensions of communication, the role of communication in our day-to-day life. Well, professionally, I am not very much bothered because when it comes to the profession, people are trained. But what misses out mostly is the domestic front. And believe me, if your domestic front is good, okay, happy, your performance outside is also very good and result-oriented. So, when we are dealing in our daily household affairs, don't you agree that we have started taking the family members, the friends who are very loved ones to us, for granted? We don't feel like nurturing the relationship on a daily basis, whereas the fact is that this is at most required. It's not a commodity, you buy it, you are very excited, and when it becomes old, you lose all the interest, it becomes a part of your life, you start taking it for granted, it belongs to you. And similar things are happening in our relationship, personal relationship, where after some time we start taking our very close relations for granted. Taking for granted means that we don't really understand that today that relationship is there. If it is not nurtured, it will lose its pleasure, and that will happen so gradually that you will not be able to understand on a day-to-day basis, but suddenly you will rise based on certain incidents, that probably that charm, that magic in the relationship is not there, though all the emotions are there. All the emotions are there, only thing is that you have started taking lesser pains to give them the water and fertilizer, as you call it. So my first suggestion is that start appreciating the presence of a person who is loved one to you, and take all the care as you take care of your outside world, because that is where you are gaining and losing visibly, financially. But here you are gaining and losing in different manners, which is irreparable. So take your loved ones, your family members, not for granted. They are to be nurtured on a daily basis, and the result would be magnificent. Nurturing means what? Your style of speaking, approaching any subject. I mean, for example, if somebody in the house suggests you something, your ego system, your self-respect inflated will come into playing a role, and you will try to snub that particular subject according to your own whims and fancies. Therefore, there is a rejection. It is not visible by the both ends. It happens subconsciously, but subconscious things in mind, they appear to start behaving in your mannerism, start playing a role, and then you, even if you want to correct it, maybe sometimes you find it is too late. Therefore, whenever, right since morning till evening, you are dealing with your members of family, start taking care, start taking precautions that you don't lose your nerve, you behave all right, and you see the result. Everybody will, though the whole thing remains the same, relationship is never bad, it is always good. Only thing is that you don't try to make efforts to make it still better, and that the result is when you realize it is very late, and then you are living just like a vegetable in your own house. Therefore, my suggestion, my humble request as a reform in the household and then in general in society, that start behaving all right, better than yesterday. Don't take your members of family for granted. You will realize the results are there, and as you want, the results are there. Thank you very much, friends. I hope one topic I have tried to clarify. Tomorrow I'll come out with another dimension of communication, how it helps and how important it is in our day-to-day life. Thank you very much.